Hey, it's Morgan from Fit Ergonomics. In this video, I will show you how to de-stress at your desk using breathwork, self-massage, and stretches. Monks from Eastern traditions were essentially scientists. They recognized that a wild mind could affect our health, so they used meditation techniques to relieve stress so they could stay in balance throughout the day. Whenever you start to feel irritated or stressed out, you can use vagal tone breathing to help boost the relaxation response of your parasympathetic nervous system to calm you down. To do it, you want to take slow, relaxed, full breaths in through your nose for 4 seconds, and then exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Shrug your shoulders in sync with your breath. So you move your shoulders up with the inhale, and on the exhale, roll them back and down, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Now, as you breathe, it's okay if your mind starts to wander and you stop focusing on your breath. Just become aware of it, and then come back to the breath and focus on it again. This is the essence of mindfulness, attention to awareness with acceptance. Now, please pause the video and practice this vagal tone breathing exercise at least 3 times. Remember, inhale through your nose for 4 seconds and exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Pause the video now. Okay, great. How was that? Do you feel a little more focused and balanced? Excellent. So next you're going to learn 4 self-massage techniques and 5 stretches. We're going to start by doing what's called a rake and twist. So you're going to take your hand, your left hand, place it on the back of your neck, okay? You're going to look to your right. You're going to sort of tense your fingertips like this against the back of your neck, all right? And right behind your fingers are the suboccipital muscles. So these are the muscles that can get really tight, especially when you have a forward head posture. So you're going to look to the right, and then you tense them and take it, inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to tense your fingers and then drag them across, kind of rake them across the back of your neck as you rotate your head and look to your elbow, okay? Just like that. That's the movement. So look to the right, and then slowly rotate your head, drag your fingers across the back of your neck, and look toward your elbow. And you're going to slowly move your hand down the back of your neck. So you're covering from the top of the neck all the way to right to where it hits the shoulders, okay? We'll do this like 5 times, all right? And this is also like a myofascial stretch. So you're really going to be loosening up a lot of tension that you feel in the neck. So inhale, and then exhale and rotate to the right. Look at your elbow. And then inch your hands kind of down a little bit. And now again, inhale and exhale. Okay, let's do it one more time. Inhale, and then exhale, drag it across. Rake those fingers across the back of your neck and look at that elbow. Good. We're going to switch sides now, okay? So look to the left. You're going to take your right hand behind your neck. Those fingertips are on the back, right on the suboccipitals, right in the beginning part. Okay, look to the left. Inhale, and as you exhale, tense your fingers and then drag them across the back of your neck and look toward your right, toward your elbow. Okay, inch your fingers down a little bit. Again, look to the left. And then slowly rotate your head as you drag your fingers across and then look at your elbow again. Inch your fingers down a little bit more, okay? And then take a deep breath. Tense those fingers, drag them across, again, looking at your elbow. Okay? So that is the rake and twist move. The second move is called a lobster claw, all right? So you're going to take your hand. So you can imagine there's 2 images you can sort of visualize. The first image was like a lioness grabbing the nape of its cub, lovingly. Okay, so you place the back of your hand like this, and like a lobster, I know it's a strange analogy, but the lobster, the pincer part, so you're going to grip it. So you're going to look up and then pinch your fingers together and nod and bring your chin to your chest. So look up, your hands open, and then as you bring your chin to your chest, it closes slowly, pulling the tissue away. Up and down. So you want to exhale as you bring your chin to your chest. So you can inhale like this, exhale. And you slowly, again, you move your fingers down the back of your neck. You might hear some cracks and creaks, or maybe that's just me. Okay, just do it a few more times. Look up and exhale and down. Up, and then last time, down. Now you're going to switch hands. So you're cupping the back of your neck, and then look up, and then pinch those fingers together like a lobster claw, down. So I'm actually looking up too with my eyes. Look up, and then slowly pinch together, and then nod, bring your chin to your chest. Pulling that tissue away, letting it slip through your fingers. Okay, 2 more times. You might find certain areas that are a little tighter, so you can repeat the move again on that same spot. This is going to loosen up those posterior neck muscles that get a lot of tension, especially when you're typing. The third move is called it's a pinch, lift, and then a lateral flex. So you're going to be grabbing the upper part of your trapezius muscle, okay, between the thumb and then the first 3 fingers. I like to support my elbow with my palm, okay, like this. So you kind of nice grip. And then inhale, and as you exhale, bring your ear to your shoulder. So you're stretching that tissue. Try to maintain that pressure. Your fingers are probably going to, the tissue is going to, your upper trap is going to slip out of your fingers, but that's okay. Just try to hold it on like that. And you bring your ear to your shoulder. And you slowly work your way down. So you're holding, pinch, turn, pinch, turn, pinch, turn. All right, we'll try to do that 3 times. Inhale, and then exhale. Okay, now if this is too difficult for some people, you can then use the tips of your fingers to kind of pin down on any muscle knots, all right? And then you pin down, and then you do the lateral flex, ear to shoulder. That might be easier for some people that might not have as much gripping strength. Okay, now you switch sides, okay? Hold the elbow in your palm, grip your upper trap like that, ear to shoulder. Now you can always, after you do the ear to shoulder, you can then rotate your head. And by doing that, you can access deeper muscles. Like there are some scalene muscles in here, in the neck, in the upper traps. You can access different muscles by just rotating your head. But we're just doing the simple way, just lateral flex. But if you want to take it further, you lateral flex, and then rotate. Because these are actually techniques that I would use in a massage session. So I know they're very effective on loosening up chronic neck pain. And you're pretty much, as long as you're not working anterior, you're not going to be hitting any carotid artery issues. So it's pretty safe, unless you have a pre-existing neck issue. And then we switch, pin, ear to shoulder, pin down. Okay? And then the last move is a hook and knead. So you're going to hook your fingers down and then drag your fingers down. So you hook down and then you're kind of kneading. So pressure release like that. You're working from up here all the way to the end of the shoulder. Pressure down, release. Pressure down, release. Okay? Pressure, release. When I say release, I just let go. Or to soften my hand. So One more time. Okay, switch sides. I like to kind of use my elbows almost like a tool. So I'm kind of pushing it down. So I'm hooking in like this, hooking down, pressure, down, release. How's this feeling for everyone? Any discomfort or so you really can just target specific knots that you're feeling. I'm sure everyone has some tension spots in your upper shoulders from typing and maybe depending on your situation and your workstation, some people's shoulders might be tighter than others. Okay, so now we're going to transition into the stretches. So the first stretch is called a chin tuck. So chin tucks are great for strengthening your neck muscles. So you're actually retracting your head. So you're creating a double chin. All right. So when we're leaning toward the monitor, we tend to have this forward head posture. So this is trying to reverse the propensity for the head posture being forward. So you're using the tips of your fingertips, you're pushing backwards, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. Okay, so there's no tilting your head. Your chin is parallel to the floor, and you push your chin back, retracting your head, and you hold it there for about 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds, trying to create a double chin. You can do this against a wall. You can do this on the floor if you're flat on the floor, pushing your head against the floor. You can do it against if you're in a car that's not moving, you can push your head against the back of the headrest. Okay, 3 to 5 seconds. Do this like 5 times. We're gonna do it 5 times. Ready? So imagine a chicken like clucking around a hen, in a barn. Okay, it's like 3 seconds. Just do. It might look funny, but I'll tell you, it's very effective. And if you have any headache problems, you can do an overpressure, which is pretty much you're doing a chin tuck forced for about 1 minute. So you push it back for 1 minute, okay? And that can actually help with headaches. The next one is more of a real stretch, and this is lateral neck flexion. So you're going to drape your hand over your head, over your ear. Your other hand is going to it's like an anchor. It's going straight down, or you can hook your hand underneath your chair. Now, if you're in an adjustable chair, it might be a little awkward because your armrest might get in the way. So you might want to scoot forward a little bit. Just make sure your feet are flat. Okay, you anchor your arm down, and then you take a deep breath. We're going to do short stretches. We're going to do 2-second stretches 10 times. Okay, so inhale and then exhale. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Anchor that other shoulder down, the hand, you're holding it underneath your chair. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Exhaling through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. What's that? Is that 4? And then number 5. 6. 7. Now, as you're stretching, if you want to take it a little further, you can slowly tilt your head a little bit, and you're going to be getting the levator scapula muscles. So you might feel even a more of a stretch. So you kind of move your hand a little bit back, and then kind of angling it toward your armpit or opposite knee. Okay. Now we're going to switch. Okay. This hand over your head, draping it over your ear, anchoring the other arm straight down, or if you need, you can put it right behind your back if that's comfortable for you. Okay, ear to shoulder. These are just short stretches, about 10 times. You can then sort of angle your head a little bit toward the opposite knee, armpit. Just a couple more stretches. Great. So now we're going to do a shoulder squeeze and neck extension. And then it kind of evolves into, so there's an inhale with a shoulder squeeze and neck extension. And then you, on the exhale, you interlace your fingers and then do a forward curl, forward, bring your, creating sort of a concave of your stomach, you're bringing your belly button towards your spine. So it's a two sequence move, right? So inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together, create a W with your hands. Extend your neck backwards. And then exhale, interlace your fingers, curl your body forward. So that's what it looks like, right? So we're going to do this 5 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Exhale. Great. Now you're going to place this hand on the opposite knee, okay? So this hand's going on the opposite knee. Feet are flat. This hand is going over your head. So you can kind of reach up and then slowly do a side bend. Try not to fall off your chair. Okay. Now it's up to you how long you want to hold this stretch. But it's a great for the whole side of the body. You're really opening up also your part of your rotator cuff, your subscapularis muscle, which usually doesn't get as much work. It's usually shortened when you're working and typing. This muscle gets shortened, all right? And this is actually one of the leading muscle groups that can be shortened and affect rotator cuff issues, all right? So this is a good stretch for that. Okay, and then you're gonna switch. So this hand goes on the opposite knee. This hand goes straight up and curling over, stretching. How's that for everyone? Okay. I'm just going to throw in a bonus move here. So we have time. So this is called a nerve glide. So if you're working and typing a lot, you might see like this kind of move, this stretch. Everyone's like doing this kind of stretch, or they're doing this. They're kind of opening up for like carpal tunnel, stretching the forearms. Well, if you start getting sort of like nerve pain in your hand, a really interesting way to do it is a nerve glide. The nerves from the neck, they're called the brachial plexus. So there's 3 nerves that come out. So there's, the ulnar nerve, which can get compressed, when you're leaning your arm against the table. The median nerve, which is the carpal tunnel, and then the radial nerve. So all these nerves come from the neck. So what you can do, it's like a teacup, right? So imagine like a teacup. This, and then let's see if you can see me. Okay, like this. So you shorten, look like you're falling asleep, and then you extend your hand back, and you're kind of doing like that same stretch you did before, but you're not putting pressure. So you're doing like an ear to shoulder, and then your palm is going down. like this. Just this move. So this actually stretches your neck and actually stretches your forearms as well. It just looks a little funny, but it's very effective. So just imagine a teacup. What's a teacup? And then you switch. And last time. Great. All right. So that ends the self-massage and stretching sequence. Now, even though massage and stretching are my go-to recommendations for battling stiff necks, it's essential to figure out the root cause of why you're feeling your neck pain in the first place. If you're working from home, it could be that you're constantly twisting and tilting your head down to look at the paperwork on your desk and then back up at the monitor. Or maybe it's because your monitor is too far away and you need to strain your neck forward to see the screen. Whatever it may be, I want to invite you to take my free self-assessment quiz to determine how much you really know about setting up an ergonomic home office. Just go to fitergonomics.com/quiz. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.